buddies, Lord Tremendous here. Got another battle report here for you. This is another 2,500 point battle. Lord Tremendous, that's me, of the Warriors of Chaos, versus Big Bag Gargler of the Ogre Kingdoms. It's another Alamo GT practice game. And yeah, without further ado, this is my list right here. As you can see, it's the same list that I've been playing for months. It's my Alamo GT list. I have to practice with it, so you have to deal with it. Ha ha ha. I have my Demon Prince, Lord Tremendous. He's Mark Zinch. She's a level 4 wizard. Chaos Armor with Wings. Charm Shield, Dragonbane Gem, Other Trickster Shard, Demon Blade, Soul Feeder, Scaled Skin, Laura Metal. My heroes are an Exalted Hero, Tardum, the Herald of Zinch. He's Mark Zinch. He's my BSB. He's on a demonic mount that's barded. He's got a great weapon, Talisman of Preservation, Poisonous Slime, and Third Eye of Zinch. Last but far from least is my Chaos Sorcerer, Ashkus the Muse. He's the Marcus Slanesh. He's a level 2 wizard. He's got a Steta Slanesh, the Slickness. He's got the Ruby Ring of Ruin, an Enchanted Shield, a Luck Stone, the Skull of Catan, and uses the Lore Slanesh, because people have to die with it. Yay! My core choices are a unit of 24 by Chaos Warriors with Mark Zinch with full command, hand weapon shield, and a banner of Eternal Flame. I have a unit of 5 by Chaos Warhounds with poison attacks, 5 Marauder Horsemen, with Marcus Slanesh, Band of Musicians, spears, shields, and throwing axes. And of course my 2 chariots, 1 Mark Zinch and 1 Mark Slanesh. The 1 Mark Slanesh is of course Orcish Elegance. My special choices are my 5 by Hellstriders, the Pleasure Riders, with Band of Musicians, Spears, and Shields. My Chimera, Trifiction! with Poison and Regen. And of course, the one, the only, the Mutalith Vortex. Absolutely love my beast. My opponent's list is his Alamo GT list for his Ogre army. He has a Slaughtermaster as his general, the level 4 wizard with the Biting Blade, the Armor of Fortune, the Crown of Command, and the Lore of the Great Maw. His hero choices are a Bruiser, who is his BSB, and the Rune Maw, and damn, that Rune Maw can be a pain. He's got a Butcher, who's a level 2 wizard with Gambler's Armor, a Dispel Scroll, and the Lore of Heavens. His core choices are a 12-man unit of Iron Guts with full command and the Razor Standard, and you don't think that -4 armor is really going to be that necessary until you run into something that has, you know, a 2-up or a 3-up armor save, and it's like, wow. He's got a unit of 9 by Ogres with full command. His special choices are a Thunder Tusk and 3 Mournfang, and the Mournfang are naked, and his rare choice are 2 by Iron Blasters, and it's pretty much a standard. These are my spells, 4 from Metal, 2 from Slanesh, 1 from the Ruby Ring of Ruin. These are his spells. His Slaughtermaster got Spine Marrow, Bone Crusher, Bull Gorger, and Troll Guts. His Butcher got Ice Shard, Blizzard, and Chain Lightning, cause yay. Here's deployment. Really, I sent my Demon Prince and my Chimera after his Mournfang. The Marauders were going to go after the Iron Blaster because I just don't care about him anymore. My Chariot of Zinch, my Warrior Zinch, and my dogs were going up the middle to give his chariot, or to give his cannon something to shoot at. I figured I'd lose my Chariot, but better than losing my Chimera, my Demon Prince, my Beast, or anything. And I do have a backup Chariot. The dogs were going to go up and just try to get in the way of the Iron Guts with the Mutalith, the BSB, the Hellstriders, and the Slanesh Chariot going after the cannon and the unit of Ogres because I figured they could take them. And that was my strategy. Here's my opponent's right flank. There's his Iron Blaster on our right with his unit of Naked Mournfang right there. Here's his center, starting from the right. There's a second Iron Blaster, his Ogres, and the Butcher is the metal model in there. No, I'm sorry. There's his Ogres, and the Butcher is the Firebelly that's in there. There's his Thunder Tusk, and right next to them is his huge unit of Iron Guts with his BSB and his Slaughtermaster in tow. Here's my right flank. There's in the top there is my Hellstriders, proxying them with Ashkus because my wife was painting them at the time. There's my BSB. There's the Beast. Gotta love him, man. Just gotta love him. And here's my center. I've got my Slanesh Chariot on the right with the unit of dogs right next to them. Right next to them are my Chaos Warriors. And there's my bait Tzeentch Chariot. I figured with a 6-up board, he at least has a chance to block the cannonball. On my left flank, on the left there's my Marauder Horseman. May they die. There's Trifection hiding behind a rock so he doesn't get cannoned. And there's my Demon Prince. He's got his Charm Shield, so I figured that's as good as a rock. So here's top of 1 after movement, and as you can see, I did not get to go first, which is poop, but it is what it is. At least with Ogres, you don't have to worry. They come right the heck at you, so that was cool. I don't remember. I think it was Bone Crusher. Yeah, it was Bone Crusher that hit my Demon Prince. Got past his shield and his armor and ward save. So, wow, the Demon Prince is already bleeding from the ears. As expected, the cannonball fired at my chariot, hit it, but luckily he only did 2 wounds. So, successful plan, I guess? I have no idea. I think his Thunder Tusk thing fired off its catapult and killed 2 of my warriors, so it has to die. And after that, we went to bottom of 1. And as you can see, I charged. You pissed me off. So you have to die. I don't know how true that is, but that's the way I'm going to work it. Right here, there's my Demon Prince and my Slanesh Chariot slamming into the Iron Guts. I did send the Tzeentch Chariot as well. He did not make it. Yep, see, Slowpoke. What are you doing? Get into this damn fight. So magic and shooting are a wash, so we go into combat, and oh my god, the Iron Guts beat the ever-living crap out of me. His BSB refuses to challenge, I send him to the back. My Demon Prince gets another wound put on him. He actually gets another 2 wounds put on him, but I'm able to Soul Feeder one, and the Slanesh Chariot takes a couple of wounds as well. So, ouch! I win this combat, but they're steadfast and don't go anywhere. This is top of 2 after movement, and as you can see, there's been some. His Ogre Bulls charge into the dogs, which is fine. I wanted the dogs to basically bait them so that they hit them, possibly overrun really far, and my Warriors and my BSB and my Muleth can get beautiful flank charges on the Ogres. His Mournfang just kind of stick around to look at the Marauder Horseman, which is kind of weird, and one of his Iron Blasters turns to face... Oh, excuse me. My Hellstriders. I think he was going to try to... what's that shot? Not the normal shot, but... Grape Shot my Hellblast or my Hellstriders, which would have sucked. There's a better picture of the dogs about to get crushed by the ogres. Die well, pups. Daddy misses you. During his magic phase, he hexes me. He lowers my strength by 1, I believe, and that's not okay. That's not okay at all. When his Iron Blaster tries to shoot my my Hellstriders, he misfires for 6 and rolls in a random direction. It would have been better if he had turned and showed me his flank or his rear, but hey, I didn't get shot, so that's really all that matters. And then this cannon on the other side, who was firing at my Tzeentch Chariot, misfired 6 as well, and then ended up turning around to look at the back edge of the board. So, wow, somebody up there must like me. During combat, he flubs a little bit, and Fido lives. I don't do anything back, but yeah, 1 dog lives. And he flees and he gets away! Run, puppy, run! I don't have any intention of him ever coming back, but that's awesome that I actually didn't lose my dog. Not all of them, and he chose to pursue, so it really worked out. Right here in combat, my Demon Prince doesn't take any more damage, but my Slanesh Chariot does and gets killed. Of course, his BSB refuses to challenge, goes to the back again. But yeah, I'm hanging on by a prayer here, so I'm doing what I can at least. At least he's not dead yet. So here's bottom of 2 after movement, and as you can see, the trap worked beautifully. My dogs do not rally, and that's fine. They did their job. The Warriors and the Beasts go into the flanks of the Bulls. My BSB, seeing an opportunity, goes after the Thunder Tusk, and my Tzeentch Chariot is able to get a hold of the Iron Guts, thank God. Meanwhile, my Chimera fails to charge at the Mournfang. No, I don't think he failed. No, yeah, he fails to charge at the Mournfang. Ends up in the forest, which is kind of good. And my Marauder Horsemen move over to their side. I should have probably put them up front. That was stupid on my part, but, you know, not every decision I make is a good one. But they go up there to shoot at them, which I hate Marauders. They're useless. Meanwhile, the Hellstriders and Ashkiss run over to get the side shot at the cannon. Basically, I'm just going to try to keep him firing and stuff like that so that I can hopefully miscast or have him misfire 1, or he finally exposes a flank or a rear to me and I can charge. So here we go. The Tzeentch Chariot finally showed up to the fight just in time. There's the Warriors and the Mutalisk getting ready to just sandwich pattern the Bulls, and the sandwich pattern is always the best pattern. Here's my BSB, who's just furious, and he's just die! Going after him. It's time to take him down. During my magic phase, because I saw what happened to the first chariot, I get glittering robes off on my Tzeentch chariot to give him a 1-up, 6-up. We go into combat, and I do lose a few warriors, but I kill a bunch of the ogres. They aren't steadfast because they're in the forest, and I have as many ranks as they do. So they break, and we run them down. Yes, run them down beautifully, I might add. So they're all dead. That's outstanding. The dogs are avenged, or dog, I guess, because the other 4 are dead. Well, I guess so you would avenge the 4. In any case, the dogs are avenged. And that's where my Mutalisk and my warriors end up. Over here, Tardum beats down on Manny for a while. I'm only able to put 2 wounds through on him. I don't swing very well, and he actually gets a wound through on me. But I win this combat: charge, flank, banner, 2 wounds to a wound. His leadership is Ogre, so he fails and flees. Unfortunately, he gets away, but the positive part is the BSB gets into the Iron Guts, so that's gonna hopefully help. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. My Demon Prince instantly gets himself killed. He does pretty good. He does like 3 or 4 wounds at least, and that's a good thing. But with that hex on him and stuff like that, it's just not enough. A lot of Ogre Iron Guts die. His BSB is still in the back. My Chariot takes a couple of wounds. My BSB doesn't take anything. He helps out and kills a bunch. We win this combat, but Lord Tremendous is dead, and that sucks. It's okay. If you need a minute to clean up, I understand. I get emotional at this point, too. So we go to top of 3, and after getting over our traumatic loss, we, well, just kind of wait to see what happens. The Mournfang charge into the Chimera and get a hold of him. The Thundertusk does rally and turns to face the combat with the Iron Guts and everything like that. And everything else just kind of lines itself up to start shooting. There's a better picture of Trifection getting popped by the 3 Mournfang, which is going to hurt. His magic doesn't do anything but shooting, takes out one of the dogs, and yeah. I'm sorry, not a dog, stupid. But he shoots at my dogs or at my Hellstriders, and they're proxied for Hellstriders anyway, and he gets one. Sad. In combat, Trifection is actually able to kill one of them, but yeah, unfortunately, they put 3 wounds through on him with a 4. Well, what did he have? Like a 5-up, 6-up, 5-up, 4-up, whatever he had. They went right through it like it was no problem. They did 3 wounds to him, charge, and but with his 3 wounds or whatever, 3 or 4 wounds he did to him, I'm actually able to win this combat, or we stalemate because he doesn't have a musician. One of the 2, but yeah, it's like, oh no, the Chimera's dead. Over here in this combat, nothing really happens. One Iron Gut dies, and he's steadfast, so it doesn't really matter. But it's more of a slap fight than anything else. That little Hello Kitty doll he's got on his base, I think, is giving him the luck he needs to just decimate me. That's got to be what it is, right? So we go to bottom of 3 after movement, and as you can see, the Beast goes after the Iron Blaster. The Warriors come over to try to help out with the Iron Guts. The Hellstriders run away, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Everything else is either dead or buried. Oh yeah, the Marauders charged the rear of the Iron Blaster because it gave me that shot. So we go into combat, and as you can see, the Chariot dies. He only had 1 wound left, so it is what it is. 1 or 2 wounds left, so it is what it is. It really sucks. My BSB ends up flubbing, but I'm able to make my break check and stand. But then the Iron Guts reform to face him, and it's like, all right, Tardum, time to put up or shut up, man. It's death or glory time, buddy. Meanwhile, the Chimera literally destroys the remaining Mournfang. Just puts 5 wounds through on him and kills him. You know, weathers all their attacks and kills him. So, well done, Trifection. You may eat well now. The Marauder Horsemen actually did something. They actually killed well, they didn't kill it. They broke the Iron Blaster and ran it down in combat, and only lost one for their trouble. I was stunned. So yeah, here's top of 4 after movement, and as you can see, the Thunder Tusk has run up and slammed into my BSB, and the other Iron Blaster takes a pot shot at whatever it can. And whatever it can is the Beast. So that sucked. It hit, it wounded, and it did 4 wounds to the Beast, and I'm not happy about that at all. Nobody hurts the Beast, damn it. Right here, there's a better picture of the Thunder Tusk slamming into the BSB. However, this is also the combat picture because I get a little slow sometimes. And the BSB actually really does well. He puts 5 wounds through, I think. 4 or 5 wounds go through on the Iron Guts. And nothing really gets done to him. So with 4 or 5 wounds and a banner to, you know, what he's got left, their BSB's in the back, so he doesn't get to reroll because he keeps rejecting my challenges. And the Thunder Tusk flees, and so do the Iron Guts, and I chase the Iron Guts. And I catch those bastards. Zine should be praised. The BSB once again pulls my ass out of the fire, runs down the Iron Guts, and sends the Thunder Tusk on his merry way. So here's bottom of 4 after movement. I think my BSB charges the Thunder Tusk because he's right there. The Thunder Tusk flees, doesn't get away. The BSB ends up catching him too. Everybody else goes after the remaining Iron Blaster. My Beast charges the Iron Blaster. And yeah, everything else just runs over there to try to help out. There's the Beast getting into the Iron Blaster. Not the smartest move I've ever made, but I figured I could do it. I get Phantasmagoria off on him just so that when he has to take his fear check and stuff like that, he dies. And yeah, it doesn't work out at all. The Beast actually does 3 solid wounds to the Iron Blaster, but even though he was feared, he did fail his fear check. He was able to slip through the final wound and kill the Beast. And I died inside. I died. So here we go with top of 5 after movement, and now the Beast has been unceremoniously dumped off the table. The Iron Blaster backs up and takes a pot shot. He takes out another Hellstrider, and that's as far as it goes. So, damn cannonballs. So go to bottom of 5 after movement. And the Hellstriders flip around and try to start magicking them up a little bit. The Marauders move up to try to catch a cannonball, while the Chimera, the BSB, and the Warriors start closing the gap. I'm going to get him, damn it. Yeah. Working his courage. I keep Phantasmagoria on him just in case. So here's top of 6 after movement. And as you can see, nothing can make a charge. Nothing that I want to charge charges. So we go to bottom of 6. Or I'm sorry, nothing that he does. He moves up, he fires his cannonball, but I think he doesn't do anything. I think he fires at my BSB. That's what happens. He fires at my BSB and he doesn't do anything, so it works out. So here's bottom of 6 after movement. BSB goes in. He's the best choice. There's a better picture of him into the cannon. It's time to clear him off the table. Phantasmagoria goes back on him just so that if I do win this combat, he has to roll 3d6 instead of 2 to stay. And in the end, it doesn't matter because I'm able to slip the final wounds through with his great weapon, and that's the end of the game right there. The Warriors, the Chimera, the Fast Cav, and the BSB are all that's left. So really, it was a bloody battle. I mean, I know it kind of seemed like maybe it was one-sided, but I lost a ton. But in the end, I was able to pull it off. Just because the BSB is unbelievably broken. No, I say that. Wait until you watch the next 5 or so battle reports, and yeah, you just see how unbroken he really can be. So anyway, that's how it ended. And once again, I love playing this guy and his ogres. It's fun. Quick timeout. Banners. Get you some banners. Look at the banners. You want the banners. You need the banners. You can't live without the banners. Why would you want to live without the banners? Get some banners. Go to his email and just send him an email and just say, hey man, what can you do for me? Go to his Facebook and see what he can do for you. It's really worth it. Check out the tokens, guys. I mean, seriously, having the wound counters, the tokens that point out where, all the different status effects. That potion of foolhardiness you keep forgetting about, get a token. The wounds that you use dice with, get some wound counters. It looks better. They're made of glass. They magnify what the words are, so it's really easy to see. You can't forget about it because it's right there in front of you. It's worth getting them. Send this girl an email. Get yourself some tokens. But yeah, in the end, it was a total victory for Lord Tremendous. Woohoo! I don't remember what the points were exactly. I forgot to write it down. So just take my word for it. I won. Warriors of Chaos ended up losing my Demon Prince, my Warhounds, both Chariots, and the Beast. Damn it, I hate it when I lose the Beast and the Demon Prince in the same game. The Ogres, on the other hand, lost everything. Yeah, those Iron Guts, man. I keep on sending in too few things to deal with them. I need to stop doing that. The Iron Guts are so durable, and they put out so much damage, and they can soak up so much damage. I really, really need to stop underestimating them and give them the respect they deserve. Just like Witch Elves. Okay, maybe not Witch Elves, but you know what I mean. I should have waited before sending in the Demon Prince. I had plenty of time to magic him. I could have spun around him and played games with his head, but instead I got excited and I charge in with just one chariot. Well, I charged with both chariots, but only one made it, and the Demon Prince made it, and I really did set him up for failure. You just can't weather that many strength 6 wounds. It's too much. But again, I really do enjoy fighting against ogres. They're fun, they're durable, they can really take a pounding, and they can really put one out. So it's a lot of fun to play against ogres, any ogres, and this opponent is a good opponent, so I enjoy playing against him too. But it was a great game, and I'm really looking forward to the next one. So that's going to wrap it up, guys, for this one. What is it, Battle Report number 44? Oh, how far we've come. But yeah, I hope you're still enjoying them, because I still am. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or complaints, feel free to put them in the comment section below, and I will get back to you, because that's the kind of guy I am. I'm the back to you kind of guy, which is kind of creepy, and please don't call the cops. But yeah, thanks.